So we're sitting up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed and away from our ears, head level, eyes closed. Taking a moment to set our intention for today's practice. So whatever your goals or desires, whatever your reasons for being here, bring them to mind in words or imagery. Now, having set your intention, release attachment to the outcome. And instead of holding rigidly to what you want, instead of comparing your current self to your past, allow your body to relax, allow your mind to expand, allow your energy to flow. Visualize now a beautiful box, a container of any size, shape, or sort, a container that's worthy of all your thoughts for safekeeping. Into this container, place thoughts about the holidays, thoughts about Thanksgiving and celebration, thoughts about your plans for the day, the week, the remainder of the month or year. Place into the container thoughts about caregiving and support, thoughts about work and careers, your family and friends. All the thoughts that normally worry your mind during the course of the day, place into the container for safekeeping. And as we go through our practice this morning, if these thoughts come creeping back into your consciousness, place them back into the container and return your attention to the breath, reminding yourself this is your time. You've come here guiltlessly to stretch, to focus, to meditate and heal, to relax or be rejuvenated, to join the mind and body in unison. In coming here, you love and care for yourself, so you in turn can love and care for others. Let's turn our attention now to the breath. Together, let's begin inhaling deeply through the nostrils, pulling the air in along the back of the airway, filling the lungs, allowing the belly to expand. On the exhale, we're breathing out through the mouth, emptying the lungs, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. So let's take 3 deep breaths here. Ready? Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. So let's start our practice in cow-cat. Coming over onto all fours, knees are hip-width apart, directly below our hips. Hands are shoulder-width apart, directly below our shoulders. And we're starting with a nice flat back. So here we're engaging the core, pulling the belly button in towards the spine and tucking the tailbone slightly. On the inhale, we're taking a nice deep breath in, swaying the spine here, pulling the tailbone high, pulling the chin forward. And then on the exhale, we're rounding the shoulders, arching the back, tucking the chin into the chest, tucking the tailbone. We can flatten the tops of the feet into the mat here. So we're inhaling, back into cow, and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more full breath. And exhale. Excellent. So from here we're going to transition into downward facing dog. So let's lift off from the knees. Push away through the shoulders. Lift the tailbone high. Extend the legs, pressing the heels back towards the mat here. And we can lift our tailbone a little bit higher by guiding the ribs in towards the pelvis, dropping the crown of the head here. So let's just enjoy the stretch here. Feel the length as we guide the heels towards the mat. Feel the stretch rising from the heels up into the tailbone and down through the spine into the shoulders, into the arms. One more breath here. Excellent. So we're going to take a deep breath in and sweep the left leg back. One more breath here. Excellent. Now we're going to gently pull this left leg forward as we sink into pigeon. Very good. And here as we settle into pigeon, be aware of the tensions along the left thigh and hip. Anywhere that you're feeling tightness, breathe into those spaces. One more breath. Excellent. We're going to walk the hands forward as we sink into reclining pigeon. Bringing the torso to the thigh. One more breath here. Excellent. Deep breath in. Walk the hands back in. We're going to curl the right toes into the mat. Ground into the palms here as we lift off, stepping back into our downward facing dog. And let's walk the dog here. One more breath. Very good. Deep breath in. And exhale as we sweep the right leg away. Very good. Deep breath in, and let's exhale, sweep the right leg forward as we sink into pigeon. One more breath. Excellent. Let's walk the hands forward here, coming into reclining pigeon. One more breath. Excellent. Let's walk the hands in towards the body here. Curl the left toes into the mat. And let's gently lift off. Back into downward facing dog. And again, let's walk the dog here. One more breath. Excellent. We're going to come into plank pose. So from here, gently angling forward and holding here. In your plank, remember you want to push away through your shoulders. You want to keep your core engaged, so belly button pulled in towards the spine. Not allowing your hips to sag. Using the breath here. One more breath. Very good. Now we're going to slowly release into Chaturanga, Dandasana. And let's take a deep breath in. Exhale into upward facing dog. So here in upward facing dog, shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears. Chin up. One more breath. Excellent. We're going to take a deep breath in, pull back into child's pose, sinking the tailbone to the heels, bringing the torso to the thighs and the forehead to the mat. One more breath. Very good. Let's come back to tabletop. Excellent. Let's extend into downward facing dog. We're going to walk the hands back towards the feet here, coming into a forward fold. And then we're going to slowly come to mountain, one vertebrae at a time. All right, So together we're going to do 2 rounds of sun salutation, and then we'll come back to the mat to finish up our practice this morning. All right? Ready? Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, high lunge. Exhale, left into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, reverse lunge. Exhale, left to meet the right. Inhale, sweep to high mountain. Exhale into chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot back, high lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reverse lunge. Exhale, left. Inhale to high mountain. Exhale to chair. Excellent. And release. Very good. So let's take a deep breath in. Into high mountain. Exhale to a forward fold. And we're going to hold this forward fold for just a few breaths. So we want to try to lengthen our legs here. So we're going to hold the fold for just a few breaths. So let's come halfway up. So deep breath in. Come halfway up. And exhale. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Deepening the stretch. Lifting the tailbone higher. Pulling the torso closer to the thighs. Dropping the crown of the head towards the mat. One more breath. Excellent. From here, we're going to come into a low lunge. Very nice as we come down to the mat. Coming to child's pose one more time. One more breath. Excellent. We're going to come back to tabletop here. Excellent. So we're going to go for spinal extension before we finish our practice. So lifting off of the left knee, extending that left leg. You want to rotate the hips here so that hips and shoulders square to the mat. The toes and knees are pointed towards the mat on this left leg. And then we're lifting the right arm, extending the right arm forward. So that arm and that leg fully extended here.
And we want to control both limbs, make sure they're on the same level as the spine here. One more breath. Very nice, and let's switch. Left arm, right leg. One more breath. Last time here. Switch. Left arm, right leg. I'm sorry, right arm, left leg. One more breath. Very nice, and last switch. One more breath. Excellent. And release. So we're going to slowly bring our shoulders to the mat. Keeping the tailbone high. We're just going to use the breath here. Relax into this pose. One more breath. Very good. So here we're going to just gently come to corpse. Arms are extended by our sides, legs extended. And we're going to take a moment here to check in on the body. See if you can identify joints that feel opened, muscles that feel stretched. Perhaps there's a shimmer of energy flowing through the body. And as we release control of the breath, letting the breath find its natural path and its natural rhythm, see if you can detect your heart rate. And as you detect your heart rate, be mindful of your sense of peace. Gently coax that sense of peace higher. Coax it to the surface, bringing it from deep within. As you coax it to the surface, allow it to flow through you and around you. Allow it to flow from you. As you allow that sense of peace to flow around you, through you, from you, imagine yourself floating effortlessly, floating higher, weightless, unencumbered by fears and doubts, by attachment, unencumbered by the need to control, the need to be right, observe the self as it flows higher. And as you go higher, your sense of peace becomes more prominent. And when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the room. Slowly roll to one side using an arm for support. Come up to seated. Hope you had a good practice this morning. Hope you feel relaxed and yet energized. Eat well, hydrate well, rest well. Be safe wherever you go, and wherever you go, be at peace. Namaste.